the components of this planner. So we start with the weekly preview sheet. We fill out this half at the beginning of the week, and we fill out this half throughout the week. So first we start with writing our purpose down up here. This might sound cheesy, but it is honestly so important to stay focused, especially when you're going through a bit of a tough time, to sort of just remove yourself from yourself a little bit and think about like what's the grander effect you want to have on your community, your family, your friends, your significant other, the world, the environment, whatever it is, whatever gets you going. It's so important to catalog that and allow it to grow and change as you grow and change. Then we have 3 big goals for the week. I've experimented with tons of different numbers, from 1 goal to 10 goals, 5 goals. 3 is, in my opinion, the best to sort of keep focused for just for 1 week. What are the 3 big things you need to accomplish? We also have the to-do list, which is sort of, buy Christmas presents, film a new YouTube video, plan a trip to Colorado, whatever you need to do that's not like a big goal thing. That's what you do there. And we also have finances. So I tried to keep this section incredibly simple but effective. So I have just checking, savings, and investments. I suppose if you wanted to, if you have debt, you could write debts here and fill that out there. Do whatever you need to do. But for me, I find these 3 numbers are really important and really good to track throughout the week. So that's what you have this for. You can come back and look at this and see how you've grown your finances or grown however. And then we move on to the stats throughout the week. So I have 2 of these little sections here, habit tracking and these for qualities of life: energy, productivity, happiness, and focus. And this might seem a little redundant or unnecessary, but this is actually one of the most important parts of this whole thing. And you'll see why in the next page. But in terms of habits, I find this really great, even if it's as simple as taking your vitamins, running, going to the gym, practicing your instrument, waking up at a specific time. Being able to track your habits, I find, is something that is so incredibly valuable, because if you're anything like me, you have a goal, you're gonna go to the gym every day, and then you don't go for a day, and then you don't go for another day, and all of a sudden you haven't gone in 2 weeks. So writing your habits down at the beginning of the week and actually going back through and checking these off, and it's fine if you miss a day, but it's good to know that you missed a day and to keep that sort of in your conscience and stay aware of it. So that's what we fill out throughout the week and at the beginning of the week. And now we're moving on to what we fill out throughout the day. There's actually 2 different versions of this. One that runs from 6 a.m. to midnight, and another that runs from 12 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. So it runs 24 hours. Depending on your schedule. So this is in 30-minute block scheduling, block time. So that's what I find is the best interval. It works for me. And basically, if I have something that lasts a while, just filming, whatever, arrow from 7:30 to 11:30. Do whatever you gotta do. But what I do is I like to set a focus for the day. This is also very important. It works for me, and I think it'll work for you too. Whether that focus is broad or specific, there's one goal that you really need to focus on. And like I said, we're focusing on 3 goals. Just like we focus on 3 big goals for the week, we focus on 3 goals for the day. What do you want to get done? And again, writing your purpose down can be the same thing that you wrote at the beginning of the week, but keeping that in your focus every day is extraordinarily important. And then also long-term goals. Rather than writing this down at the beginning of the week, I like to do this every single day. So there's 10 slots here. What are your goals? Stay focused, get amped up in the morning, or get real purposed up. If your goals are incredibly philanthropic or whatever, it's good to keep that in mind as you're moving throughout your day, planning your day, doing whatever you need to do. And then we have this little section here, this little journaling section. And this is what makes this so important. So here you can see, you can fill out your energy, productivity, happiness, focus. I like to do 1 out of 10. You can do 1 through 100. You can do smiley faces, frowny faces, whatever the heck you want to do. But when you're looking back through these, looking back through weeks that you fill this out, say you're in a rut, you're not doing so well. You want to look back through and find when were you really focused, when were you really happy. Then you can go back and actually look at what you were doing that day and maybe find some insights. I like to write if I was really happy, what did I do that made me happy that day? How did I stay positive? So on and so forth. So that I have this sort of record of my moods and energy and all that I can look back on and understand. And you could fill this out with what you ate during the day. That might really have to do a lot with your energy and your focus. Use this space however you need to use it, but it is a fantastic tool when you need to look back and try and get out of a rut that you may be in. Then also a little bit of finance for the day. What did you earn? What did you spend? And then this is the other version of the same sheet. It essentially has all of the same things on it. It's just formatted slightly differently to accommodate 24 hours in a day. And that's for people with crazy schedules. If you're somebody who is, God bless you, working at UPS at this time of year, you're probably getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to head to the UPS warehouse and start loading trucks. So if that's your situation, maybe you're a polyphasic sleeper, whatever it is, you work night shift, you can print this one out and use it instead of the more traditional 6 to 12 that I like to use.